for our first semi-final. First team on the stage, on my right, it is North Academy. Starting from the right, it is Akar. Next to him, standing, is Borup. Then it's in the middle, it's Sukrone. Next to him, it is ANG. And last but not least, it is Basso. And on my left, it is the French team Team-LDLC. First up is Tuanu. Next up is Devil. In the middle, we have Existence. On his left, we have Alex. And last but not least, it is Maniac. Winner of these two teams will go into the grand final and fight for their share from the $15,000. And on that note, it's time to head to our commentators. In English, we have a very special caster, Andrew Donald. Please take it away. Suomeksi.
Alrighty, welcome back. It's going to be day 2 of the ASUS ROG CSGO tournament, and we are going into the playoffs, starting things off with North Academy and LDLC. And what do you know, we got a bit of a standing situation here on the commentary desk.
Right?
Hi, Andrew. How are you doing?
Oh, really? I'm not Lurpus today? Okay, not bad. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, we've had a little bit of a problem. Lurpus stuck in traffic somewhere due to the great weather that Finland is having. Yeah. It's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, have you watched any of the games so far in the tournament? Have you had time?
Yeah.
What do you think of this game?
I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what both of these guys do. I mean, obviously these are the teams we expected to sort of get through. So,
sure.
you know, it should be a good showing from both teams. I'm excited to see which one comes out on top. It's pretty difficult to call who might actually come out based on the games that we actually seen from yesterday. So, you know, we'll see.
We'll see what happens, yeah. I mean, in my opinion, actually, North Academy probably looked like the best team out of everyone so far in the tournament. I was very surprised. So we heard that they knew, because we were discussing this with Tommy yesterday, that they've just lost Mertz to the main lineup. They also had another change in the lineup. So basically, you'll think that you know, they'd be struggling. But apparently, they've known the situation for already like a week and a half. They've been boot camping. They've been preparing. Obviously, they have the benefit where Ave, who is a Counter-Strike legend from Denmark, he used to be the in-game leader of a legendary team called MTW. They used to be one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world, especially from a tactical perspective, 10 years ago in like 2008, 2007, 2009, those kind of days. So, you know, when you have that kind of a coach behind you, which is now actually coaching the main lineup, but he's already been able to like implement those fundamental ideas, and he's the way you think into that lineup, that's definitely going to be a massive asset for a young lineup as this one is.
For sure. I mean, like that's the great thing about this tournament. You know, even when the teams that you expect to actually win come here, you know, things get so crazy that you know you never know who's actually going to come out on top. You know, so while North might be the favorite, you know, LDLC, you know, we've seen them at Assembly before multiple times. You know, and they have performed, you know, relatively well. So you know, the question is not a matter of it's whether they can step up or not. You know, like we said, North probably the favorites, you know, so it's really on LDLC to be able to step it up here and see if they can actually take the game.
Yeah, they have a legendary in-game leader in existence. Everyone praises him for the tactical prowess that he has, but so far the evidence actually hasn't been exactly, you know, supporting that, because you know, sometimes we've seen them doubt themselves a little bit. Obviously, there's been situations, especially against Super Yumu yesterday, earlier on, they were definitely a step ahead. But later on in the tournament, they kind of showed some weakness in situations where you would have thought that they'd react in a certain way, you know, whether it be having to be a bit more aggressive or sometimes just fall back and play more passively. They were not able to react as much as you would have thought. So there's still a bit of a question mark. You could call it asterisk after LDLC, you know, when you talk about that tactical prowess. But, you know, it's now we're in the playoffs. You know, we've gone through the first day can be a little rough for especially the attainable players like Maniac, for example, who's gone through everything, and so is Existence. But I think it comes out for them. It's players like Toino, for example. You know, he had a massive tournament here in 2016 along with Devil, where they won the tournament, right? So. Those are the kind of guys you'd be looking at for a great performance.
I think something that we've noticed from a lot of the teams that have actually been playing here, you know, and it's something that you actually mentioned yesterday as well, they sort of get to that mid-game phase and things start to go a little strange.
Sure.
You know, so I think whichever team actually can secure that sort of mid-game might actually be able to hold on and take the series. It's you know, unfortunately, we've seen it a lot from the Finnish teams. You know, they would get that sort of mid-game phase, and things would start to fall apart a little bit. They might start to get back into it a little bit, you know, but at that point, it's almost too late.
Yeah.
You know,
a game of Counter-Strike, while it's a lot about preparing and having you know, different kind of tactics and things you can call in the beginning of the round, but fundamentally, still, the biggest difference made is usually when you are in those 3-on-3s, the 3-on-4s, the kind of situations where it's a lot about the instincts, to be able to make good calls, to be able to react to your teammates' calls, and just play according to what your teammate is doing and what is happening. And then it's just split-second decisions that make the difference. And that's, I think, you know, what really separates the best from the rest.
Yeah.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams fare, though. North Academy, like I said, thus far in this tournament, they've been amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are live here, so let's get this ball rolling.
Yeah. And as we can see, it is going to be Inferno, the first map. And we are getting things underway.
Yeah, LDLC just pushing in straight away, taking over that banana and managing to make that first kill. That's going to be a lot of wiggle room for them to play with. They have full control of banana, so it means less information for the CTs. They have to play a bit of a guessing game. You know, essentially over-rotate a little bit as they have. They already have two towards B. A third one actually coming in as well.
Yeah, we've actually seen quite a few teams struggle with this this banana push. A lot of them opt to just even forget about it and head straight for the A site instead. So it'll be interesting to see if there is a particular team that can take advantage of this banana, get into B. But so far, you know, we haven't really seen too many teams be able to do that. But we are going to see it here from Team-LDLC as they make their way onto the site.
Yeah, this is a bad stack from LDLC's point of view. There's so many CTs here, but it's actually LDLC capitalizing the situation. They've taken over the bombs. It's all down to Basso now, who's the lone CT against 4 LDLC members. He would have to pull off a bit of a miracle, and at the same time, LDLC guys would have to give him far too many individual duels for this to be possible. You know, considering he doesn't even have a kit right now. So I think the most he can get out of this is try and get some kills so he can then potentially maybe upgrade a little bit into the following round, because I think it's going to be too far-fetched to think that he might be able to get this, as it is going to be LDLC picking up that fifth round.
Yeah, the two members with the armor were half health, but unfortunately 1 versus 4 just wasn't going to be enough for him.
Yeah, I mean, the LDLC just, you know, nothing too fancy. Have a set of grenades to work with. You take over a banana, you get that first pick. North, they do over-rotate to B, and it's actually the right call, but still LDLC manages to take it over. Even though North has all the angles, and you'd think they'd be in an advantageous position, it is still LDLC picking up that all-important first booster round of the series.
And we do see like the double AK, WMP, and Devil going to try and farm some money with that Mac as well, but...
Yeah. Means that we'll have more utility. Something you want to have in these kind of rounds.
Right.
Especially, let's say, if you get banana and you execute to that B bomb, so it's great to have those 2 mollies to be able to isolate some of these corners.
The quick push through the apartment zone. Here it actually comes. Indeed, not enough. He does actually bring him down to a 1 HP. Maniac does go down, but does get the trade kill into Borup. So it's going to be a 4-on-3, but oh, down to just 1 HP. They will get the bomb plant on the A side.
Very risky play there from LDLC to just basically running out of apps. You know, something we actually discussed with Tommy yesterday, that you deserve to lose if you do one of those kind of pushes. But LDLC actually make that work. They only lose 1 member in the process. Obviously, Toino down to 1 HP, but at this point in time in the North Academy, you're either going for the exit kills, or you're actually literally just trying to take it over. You know, that can work too if you get all these kills. Sidecar with another one. Now it becomes interesting. It's a 3-on-2 situation. Actually, North is the one that's in advantageous position right now. The defuse is also coming in. Boss is on the bomb, but no kit, and he's getting attacked by Devil, who will be the savior of the round. All down to A-Core now. The bomb's about to explode, but no, that's a great round from the guys from North, because they managed to get 4 weapons from the hands of LDLC that now they will have to fully reinvest into this.
Yeah, just the 1 AK saved for LDLC, you know, so a nice play from them to be able to hold on to that. Although it is, of course, going to be the eco round from them now. And once again, we do see Devil actually picking up the MAC-10, knowing that it is going to be the eco round. So time to see if he can farm some extra cash.
Exactly. No, it's 100% that. You can try and farm him cash, but at the same time, you can be the scout. You can, you can send him to a bomb site to see what's going on. And you can see from the minimap, there's a cheeky little stack. Look at this. This is a Virtus Pro-esque thing from Cobble, you know, where they have that 4-man stack on the CT ramp. That kind of reminisces of that right now.
Yeah,
old school stuff. Pub Masters, what's it called? I think it's Pub Masters.
LDLC haven't actually figured this out yet. They're still just, poking around the A site, unaware that, all the members are actually on the B site. So
this could get really interesting.
Probably will find out soon here, though.
You still favor LDLC because they have the weaponry, but look at Devil. He's going to be like, all right, what do I see? He's seen all 5. This should be the queue. Yeah. They're already running towards that A-bomb site, so the stack fails, but Devil might be in for a bit of a fight. He only gets 1, taken down by Sekron now.
Now, this is actually the problem, though. The bomb was left back in their spawn, so they still have enough time to grab it, but with the AK, I don't be able to get any kill, or just the 1, but...
Yeah, very questionable choice there from Alex. That's unnecessary duel to take. There's pretty much all the seeds are going to be there. You think, all right, let's get some eco kills. There we go.
Right.
Get some free ones. But instead, you just lost yourself an AK-47. A-Core, if he manages to take it to the following round, that's going to be a lot of money being saved. But they are now, the LDLC side, going for that hunt. They're trying to get that AK-47 back.
Right, like at that particular point, knowing as soon as all the members were on the B side, it was very easy to take over the A-bomb site. And there really wasn't any need to throw any extra weapons away there. So now, they had thrown away the MAC-10, threw away the AK. And
I think our mic, hello, are we still live?
yeah, is it gone?
I don't hear you. Very interesting. I'm not sure if anyone else hears you either. Things might have gone south. Oh well, we got the first weapon round going on as finally North Academy has the money to purchase into this round. A-Core with an AWP straight away. Feels like he's going to want to do some early aggression here. Take a peek. Has a bit of a we have a bit of a situation here with low battery. Running out of battery in our microphone kits. That might be a bit of an issue. Anywho, let's keep on going. Still a 5-on-5, minute 20 left on the clock. A&J being boosted up in a very curious spot here in quad. Obviously, it's very volatile to getting flashed. Decides to actually jump back. And the attack slowly making its way towards 8th side, but A-Core, he manages to get that kill. That's the opening going the way of North Academy. All important one. Now, that's still going to be the cue for the T side to be able to make that push. However, it should be a tough one because there's an A&J right now in pit, and if he just stays alive for a bit, things could get spicy here. As North Academy, they're just going to make it clean. Losing a single member in that round. And welcome back, Andrew. I
turned.
I think we might have a similar situation with me very soon because
I think so.
There's a red blinking light here on my thing.
Oh dear. But yeah, so I mean, obviously North were going to get their buy that around, but giving away the AK definitely helped them. Now we actually see first shot through there, but unfortunately for him it's a miss.
Indeed. Now, that's very quick from LDLC. They managed to take over top of middle 30 seconds into the round. Now, that could make things really hard for them. from the north side.
Double kill actually coming through for Barb.
This is a bit of a wipeout now coming from North Academy. Even though LDLC managed to take a lot of control of the map early on, it's still going to be North Academy being superior in firepower. And they're creeping in to getting this scoreline equalized after losing the pistol round.
Yeah, the first member went down as he was pushing through the apartments. And as soon as he went down, the rest of them just sort of plowed through into the site. And unfortunately, all of them were actually aiming towards the pit, or the balcony, to try and take down the guy that got the initial kill. But unfortunately for them, it went against them. So now it's going to force them on to just the pistols.
Indeed, it's going to be a saver here for the French. Or as we said, it's more like a European lineup, multinational one. They will have to go on a save, upgraded pistols, but no utilities. So I think it's going to be a bit of a stretch to think that they could force a bomb plant even in this situation. If you don't expect weird things to happen in this round. Well, they already have some of the LDLC guys taking over the apps. Actually trying to force a play here, trying to, you know, force an individual duel. Maybe get a lucky shot and drop one of the weapons.
A little bit delayed on that initial shot there. He did actually manage to go on, but that is him going to go down, and they have actually lost the AWP now. Resistance has picked that up, so that's going to help taking over the site. There's only 2 members of North Academy here to try and stop this, but a nice headshot there will actually find Alex.
Yeah.
And so Devil down to 57, Existence down to 75. Obviously no armor on this buy round, so needing to play a little bit more careful. We do actually see Devil going through the...
That's a nice shot from Maniac, though. He thinks very, very interesting at this point in time. And low HP A&J as well. It's going to go down. Somehow this round has turned on its head. And the bomb is about to go down. You have an AWP on Existence Maniac with an M4. So, oh, there we go. Deal with another kill. This has just become a bit of a mess for the North Academy guys.
Basso, last man alive, probably not even going to try that. He's just going to fall back.
I think it was a very effective counter jinx. I mean, I said, you know, it's going to be a bit of a stretch to think that LDLC would be getting a bomb plant out of this, but what do you know? They've actually won the round. Job done. By yours truly.
It all started to change there when, like I said, you know, the first op shot didn't actually come through, and they swarmed on him quickly. And unfortunately for them, that basically meant that the op in the hands of Existence, which we thought that would be the one that would make the difference, but it was actually the CZ that made the difference on the round. And so the score now 4-2 in the favor of the French team.
Indeed. Now, there's still money in the bank for North Academy, so they do get a full buy, but this is going to be it. If they lose this one here, LDLC would be on a massive early lead on the T side. And again, we see LDLC trying to force a play towards Banana, but as you can see from the minimap, actually, and from Toino's perspective, they are not really doing a lot of work in terms of trying to be aggressive in Banana. Instead, they're letting LDLC have that. Now, I think that could definitely be an issue, considering LDLC is the type of team that would really be, you know, they'd be happy to be able to execute a lot of the times, and you'd think they have well thought out strategies to make things matters worse for a CT side. So if you're a CT side against a team like LDLC, you definitely want to be there to intervene, make sure that they'll waste some of the utility they have before they're anywhere near the bombs. They are very close to hitting that shot through the smoke.
And it looks like it will be the A side once again for Team LDLC, as they are still keeping their way around. But we do actually see, actually, he has backed off, and he's going to actually get caught out here by Existence, but
yeah,
they have...
This is a bit of a juggle mode. Look at that. That's going to cost a third man going into B bomb side, but it actually is A side that's getting attacked. Existence with a nice headshot onto A&J, but Barb now, he's being the man of the hour in this tournament, but so far hasn't been able to be much of that. The bomb goes down again.
Was in a prime position to actually be able to hold that, you know, from the library, but this kind of got suckered out and headed his way back to the B bomb site, and it's really opened it up for them.
This is borderline, you know, save for North right now. Maniac is in prime position to stop this rotation. He sees them fall back. They have that info. He's going to go in, get the kill on the boss, so he hurt the other guy as well. But considering the HP on Maniac, I'm not sure he should be going for these. you know, you definitely want to make sure you have much money as well. But understandably, obviously, the more of these kills they get, the harder it's going to be for North Academy in the following 2 rounds. It seems like Slackton and Acor, well, actually Acor is going to be able to potentially save that AWP. So that's obviously going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, so LDLC taking the 5-2 lead in the first half of Inferno. And, you know, one of the things, in fact, just taking a note here of the scoreboard, you know, Basso, 0-0-4. Not really going too well from when we are going to see a timeout. So I'm not entirely sure if it is a technical or a tactical pause. But yeah, North Academy need to kind of like wake up a little bit here. You know, Basso without any kills and some questionable decisions give LDLC the 3-round lead.
Yeah, I mean, this is the case where LDLC's experience obviously showing a little bit. They've had a tremendous beginning of the game. I think obviously it would be a little different had North not lost that anti-eco round. That was one of the big parts of this, and you don't want to go down early on a map like Inferno, T said. It's obviously still a CT-sided map. There's a lot more options now. Not that many options, but it's easier for T's to make plays now, consider changes to the map. For example, how Banana is now a little wider, less cluttered, but you still expect to have that kind of 10, even 11 rounds on the CT side. So basically they would have to win out this half now.
Yeah, for the you know, for the first time we actually see just the one player towards the B bomb side to try and hold us off. And unfortunately for North Academy, that is actually where LDLC look like they want to be heading. So it is going to be Basso with just League and the body armor.
I like the fact that LDLC is actually causing a bit of noise everywhere on the map, but here come the smokes, the flashes, the mollies, and they're going to be taking over this B bomb side. Maniac opening up on the other part of the map. Acor manages to retaliate, but still the attack is actually coming to this B bomb side, and it is Basso, the man who is still yet to be on the scoreboard. Alone here behind the smoke, but he is just getting forced back a little bit, but that's a nice boost. That's a great one there from North Academy. They have a 4-on-3 advantage into this retake, but still a tough one considering the positions. Was that a tag?
I think so. We do actually, things not starting to look so good for LDLC here. It is going to be a 2-on-3 hold for them. Devil down to 58, corner down to 32, but some nice kills come through there, makes it just a one-man for North Academy. Does have the op, knows exactly where he is, does get the kill, but unfortunately for him, doesn't have the time, has the kit, but he's going to have to fall back to hold on to that weapon, and that is going to be another round for Team LDLC.
There we go. They pick up their 6th off the half. It's already a 6-2 in favor of LDLC to start things off. Obviously, things got a little dicey there towards the tail end in that Ashplan situation. They managed to hold off. It's Toino and Devil in the end that make the difference. Acor is doing work, trying to get things in place for his team, but so far, as we can see here on the scoreboard, it's Maniac leading the numbers for his team, and Acor on North Academy.
It's, you know, North Academy, you know, we talked about them being the favorites here, but so far, first game of the day, maybe they just need a little bit to wake up. They are in a little bit of a limited buy here.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is you need a lot of smokes and mollies. You're trying to delay the attacks as much as possible. So far, LDLC is given a lot of room here in Banana. Again, that's going to be Acor going down to 20 HP early on in a fight, and he's alone at that B bomb side as well. So what I would like to see from North Academy now is, please, you've got to be a little bit more aggressive. You need to make plays, and it's just not an individual holding an angle aggressively. It needs to be something planned out. You pop flash in the Banana, you try to take the fight to LDLC instead of waiting. Now, they do have a stack here in quad, so let's say if Alex goes for a dry peek, he's going to be in for a bit of pain here. But considering it's LDLC, they usually are pretty good at utilizing their smokes and flashes, as we see right here, to make that push happen. A&J is forced to fall back into the bomb site, so that's going to be the top of middle now, being the LDLC territory. But as we can see, they're still very spread around. 45 seconds left on the clock. They could they could attack either of the bomb side. And that's an issue from North Academy's point of view because they don't have that intel. So they will have to have 2 players in that B bomb site. But most of LDLC right now is in that apartment side. Here comes the push. A&J managed to get one. Borb also, but it's a trade between the 2 teams. Borb now being a world of pain unless he connects on these shots. It's going to be Toino for LDLC to make it a 2-on-2. And the bomb is going to get planted here.
Once again, I mean, like North Academy were set up nicely to actually hold off that. And then, you know, unfortunately for them, one of the players rotated back to B to help hold there. And
because of lack of intel.
If he had been there, could have made a difference. But unfortunately for them, without the info.
Busta just went past one of them, did it? Or was he in quad? I think the X-ray may have just given me false information there a little bit. Yeah, it is definitely a sync quad, but he's in prime position to stop Busta. He sees the barrel. He's going to take the shot. He gets the kill. A-Core now with 20 HP the round, or the time rather. It's running out on that. He has to defuse. He's committing to it, but Devil's coming in. He's going to get the kill, and that's it on the board for LDLC.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And again, I'm asking if there's a pulse in the crowd, because I'm not sure. Apparently there's no pulse in the people in the crowd.
I don't know.
Not even a smile. Not even a smile.
No, not even a crack. I mean, do we expect anything more from the Finnish crowd, though?
Like, we are a serious bunch, aren't we? You know, I mean, you've been living here for a few years now.
I know, right? I'm slowly becoming more reserved, more quiet, you know. I drink on weekdays and stuff like that, you know.
You're a lost cause at this point.
I know, right?
But then again, I mean, drinking on the weekdays, it's not uncommon for people where you're from as well, so.
I mean, when you got to live in the dark for like half the year, you know.
All right, back to the Counter-Strike.
Indeed.
Back to the Counter-Strike we go. It's a 4-3 situation for LDLC. An eco round again for North Academy. Essentially, if LDLC is not going to throw this one away, they will already having the lead halfway through this first map.
But we did see the CZ do work the last time to secure them the round. I mean, this time it's a little different. It is a 3-on-4. But, you know.
It's a game of Counter-Strike. Things can happen.
Indeed.
Still to see LDLC just taking their sweet time. They have 55 on the clock. Still a couple of smokes, so they have a lot of options here. Now, if you are North, you kind of you want to make a sack here. You want to take a gamble because the odds are not in your favor. So at least try something. And as we can see, they are stacking the B bomb side, but little do they know the bomb's actually making its way towards A. And there's one player in the form of Devil who's again being the lurk. He's the one to make a bit of sound here in B, but he's already rotated back towards the A bomb side as well, which is wide open for business right now for LDLC to just plant the bomb.
Yeah, it's just not working for North right now. Every decision they make, it sort of just doesn't seem to work for them. As soon as they stack somewhere, you know, LDLC are just in a prime position to be able to take advantage of the other side. A little bit of luck, but like you said, a little bit more aggressive from them might actually help to get them, you know, back into the game. But
yeah,
so
yesterday we saw them be proactive, taking the play to their opposition, but so far it's been a little static. Not sure if it's, you know, it's a semifinal. Maybe it's, you know, these guys are obviously not very experienced, most of them. So might be a case of a bit of jitters here. Tunnel visioning, maybe.
Yeah, the Danish team on the verge of going down 2-8 in this first half of Inferno, and something really needs to change for them here. And you know, looking at what they've been doing so far in the rounds, one of the problems is that whenever they get, like, I don't even think they've had an advantage in the rounds. I think they've always had the first person going down. They've always been down 1-2 players.
More or less.
You know, and maybe it is to do with that aggressiveness, but...
Yeah. But you have a player like A-Core, for example, who's going to get jump boosted here in middle. He is going for these wide peaks, but nice flash again from LDLC, just neutralizing that. He's going to throw a flash of his own, go for a re-pick, but he's not getting much out of this. A nice molly also. It's also kudos to LDLC for neutralizing that aggression. Now, we see in Banana, at the same time, more aggression for North Academy as well. So they're playing by the sandbags. But again, it's going to be Alex. He's going to be able to neutralize A-Core to start things off from Boiler. So that's again the advantage going the way of LDLC. But this time Borb is going to be ready. He gets that retaliation. Bit of a late trade kill, but still all matters, the only thing that matters is the fact that he actually got it. But again, as you can see from the minimap, LDLC has a lot of the map control. They have a player all the way up in apps as well. They've gained the control of Banana. So
yeah, North always on the back foot, it seems.
This is even number right now. The positive for them. Maniac with a bit of a lurk play here. The bomb still undecided on where they want to take it.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 men on each side, so
yeah. Devil in existence.
yeah, they changed it up. They are going to head to the A side, so it's going to be a 4-on-2 on the A side here. LDLC just starting to fly their way in.
A lot is down to Borup, who's in pit. He's going to be the key player. He needs to stay alive for as long as possible, but not sure if that's going to be possible because he is getting surrounded by a lot of the
nice
teams, but
kill there.
A&J with 2 big kills, giving his team a chance at this. Toino and Maniac against Cyclone and Basso in a 2-on-2 after-1 situation.
Yeah, like you said, should have played that better from pit. You know, one of the players was flashed, could have had the easy kill there, didn't quite land the shots, and another round possibly secured for LDLC here.
Yeah.
A nice job from NJ to get those double kills from the back of the site, but a little too late when you're getting swarmed again. Nice kill there, actually. Nice double kill, and that is another round secured for LDLC, taking a 9-2 lead.
Yeah, they're just schooling North right now.
And
So well played. I mean, it's good to see LDLC definitely coming with a much more refined game plan today. They're just also, you know, even though there's been a bit of lack of aggression from North Academy, as we could see in that round, also just well worked with from LDLC to be able to defuse the aggression that North End was trying to show. So that has to be a little discouraging for the young Danish roster. Players like Acor, who's been on point with that AWP early in this tournament to be neutralized the way he is right now.
Yeah, I mean, the question that I want to ask is, if Basso had a, you know, if he had woke up a little sooner, you know, he's still sitting on 0 kills. You know, if he had woke up and got a few kills here and there, how different could this game have been? You know, because so far, again, you know, we see it again. LDLC getting the first kill, and once again, North Academy in the back foot. They, you know, now have to sort of back off onto the sides. They can't get aggressive. I mean,
time and time again, we've seen North over-rotate over a couple of smokes that have come to that B bomb site, leaving the A side in, say, a 4-on-2 situation. It's obviously going to always favor the attacking side. Again, though, this is going to be North going down 1 by 1. Not a single member of LDLC has died so far. It is all down A&J with a Deagle. This is going to hope for some scrappy kills. He gets one with the Deagle. Might get another, but no, Alex says, I'm going to have this. Only one man going out for LDLC. It's been a dominating T-half here from the French multinational, European, Belgian, UK, Swiss lineup.
Yeah, I mean, LDLC, not a clean round for them, but I don't think they care. I mean, they're so far ahead at this point, and, you know, 10-2 lead, unless North do something incredible in the second half. I think this is a secure game almost.
Yep,
no,
it's not looking great. Just to point out, this was LDLC's pick. We're going to be moving into Overpass for the second one. It's interesting considering that's a map LDLC really likes to play as well. So it's definitely the favor of LDLC at this point.
We see one, you know, it's almost the same story every round. North Academy loses a player, another one drops to half health. And then LDLC just take control of a certain part of the map. And it's almost like you can't even see a particular single flaw, because while we talk about Basso not having a single kill yet, it's kind of on all the players at the moment, really. You know, they're taking silly peaks, you know, nice kill there, but, you know, down to 5 HP from that.
Yeah, that's a good, definitely a good peak there. To get the pig knocked down. Basso, he's gonna just get wrecked to be by Devil by running AK-47 shot. So he has to be frustrated. Alex also on A&J on that A-bomb side, and that it's wide open now. Alex is in pit right now. He's taking control of the whole side. He's even blocking the arch side with the smoke. So all the bomb needs to do is just rotate back over, and only 2 CTs left. They are already saving those remaining weapons. That's gonna be a double off that they're trying to save. But if you're LDLC at this point, you know, you're gonna go and hunt those weapons.
Yeah, I mean, they're rich enough that they can do it. I mean, that's something that we actually seen yesterday, that there was a lot of complaints about, where teams started to go on the hunt to get weapons, but they weren't that, you know, they weren't that economically secure and they ended up losing weapons, and that's when the game started to turn. But fortunately, LDLC are so far ahead at this point that they can afford to go hunt this down. They don't particularly care if they lose a player or two, especially to get rid of 2 ops. You know.
Indeed. Now A-Core though.
There we go. Devil going to go down.
Yeah, that's something. It seems like they might be able to save these weapons. Would help them tremendously going into the 14th round. But they are so far behind at this point in time, so not sure how big of a difference it's going to make.
Yeah, so 11-2, 9 round ahead. It's you know, not to take it away from LDLC. You know, they've executed well. They've got nice picks. You know, but I feel like this is just a one-team game at the moment. You know, like.
I mean, it's kind of hard when you're playing 5-on-4 because Basso is having a rough one here.
Right.
Not to harp on him. You know, we don't want to be too hard on him, but he's definitely having a hard time. Again, we see North now. This time around, they're going to be again slightly more aggressive in Banana. They are in sandbags. There's already yet again LDLC are on the move. We get to get some early action here. A-Core actually gets the first one. So finally, the advantage is in favor of the North Academy side. Still is after that trade-off. A-Core, the lone guy, actually Cyclone as well. It's going to get a pick in A. So this could potentially be around where they have some dice, but the Eagle 2. Minute left on the clock.
Well, it is a 2-on-3. You know, it is going to be a 2-on-2 on the A side. So, and we do have actually A-Core with one of the ops on the B side on 2-on. So,
yeah.
Question is, can LDLC take a win and secure another round?
Yeah. And Jay again, he needs to be the man of the hour in pit. He sees one, but gets blinded by that flash. This could get really interesting. Alex is also in pit. I'm not sure.
I think he knows he's there.
Yeah, I think they both know each other's position right now. Actually, yeah, Alex is looking at that corner.
Actually, a smart decision here. The bomb's actually going back towards the B bomb side.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one there.
And he's actually going to get the plant. Oh no, he's going to get spotted. A-Core didn't have his weapon out, so was unable to actually get the kill right off the bat. And now he will actually get the bomb plant. And the kill, he's down to 18 HP from that, no, but still, from a round that should have been North.
Yeah, well, Devil has been a clutch master so far. I've seen him come through and pull through in these situations, but considering his health situation, only 18, would need him to get individual duels, preferably get some one-taps. Psycho, he spots him. Oh, there nice we go. Kill. Devil gets the kill. Now it becomes a 1-on-1, much more doable, and A&J has also told Devil his position, but with 3 HP left, this should be around for A&J to win.
So
Wait, what? Is the bomb already? Oh yeah, the bomb is already that far ahead. We don't hear it.
So he actually wasted enough time?
He does.
Oh.
It's confusing because we don't hear the bomb.
I don't know, right?
Can we fix that? Can we get the bombs down? It'd be great.
Yeah, it would be
awesome. Not give false hope.
Well, yeah, so actually a good job to actually hold on long enough there for the bomb to go off.
Again, yeah, Devil comes through once again.
But like I said, you know, that was a round that North should have actually secured.
100%.
They had the man advantage, which was probably the first time in the entire game they've had a man advantage, and unfortunately them just could not capitalize. You know, North down 10 rounds now.
Rough going right now for the Danes. Well, at least they have the economics to have a reasonable buy in this round. Isn't often play again for A-Car. Again, if a firefight happening in apps, it's going to actually favor North Academy, a 4-on-3 situation. Again, you have Devil just working that banana on his own. In the meanwhile, though, Toino and Existence are actually taking top middle, smoked off right side, and Devil once again doing work in B, and Bossa going down. He's not going to get a single kill in this half.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's got to be frustrating for him. You know, the question is, you know, does he keep up, or is this something that will make him, you know, come back and fight and actually make a difference in the second half? Because so far, it hasn't been a pretty sight.
Borb in pit right now with an op. He's going to get mollied out, and actually Toino with that nice shot as well. Now it becomes a 2-on-2. Again, it's going to be a round where North is going to be on the back foot eventually, even though they had the earlier advantage. Bomb gets planted. A-Core is on the move through quad while Cyclone is in library. I think, A-Core actually doing smart work here, just waiting in boiler, kind of just letting the T's maneuver. I think he probably heard Koino now.
Yeah, I think he's seen the hop a little bit too.
It could be an issue.
Yeah, he did spot him there. So
for the young Dane.
Oh,
nice shot from
there we go. North finally getting another round.
That's 3 on the board. Something at least to work with.
Something,
Obviously, it's long way for them to be able to come back into this. 12-3 half T-side for LDLC. I don't think I would have expected that considering what we've seen so far. The evidence was that North would definitely be a team you'd be potentially favored considering how they did in the group play. But LDLC coming out with guns blazing, and they did display the smart game of Counter-Strike, and they capitalized on all the errors that North made and gave them the opportunities. They created, like you said, and like we pointed out through the half, they had early advantages in most of those rounds.
Yeah. I think, like we said, not to take anything away from the French side. Mistakes from North. I think that
mistakes were made.
Yeah, I think that's just what the problem was in the first half. Like I said, LDLC played well enough, but it was just North not showing up that entire first half. If we had said at the start of the game, that LDLC would win the half by a close score, you would have been like, sure, okay. But 12-3 is something else. So.
All right, this round is live. North has a smoke 2 flashes on Psycho and everyone else. Armors until taking early banana control, but look at this push coming in from LDLC from behind. Existence already gets the first kill. The one bomb has actually made its way through from CT spawn. They're wrapping around this B bomb site, but there is a full unit of CTs coming from behind in banana, but it's going to be a massacre. Basso, welcome to the scoreboard, my friend. He just got some kills. There we go. That's 2 for his name in this pistol round already. 3-on-2 advantage as well. With Existence just 1 HP on him, and he's actually rotating all the way back from banana into CT. Joining his friend Alex, who is actually already committing into this push and retake. He's going to get a nice kill on the Basso in banana. It's still doable. There's no kid on either of these two CTs. Existence gets a kill as well. They know where AJ is, and he's low in HP. This could actually be around for them, but no, not sure again what the situation is with the bomb. Is he going to be able to find a kit?
If he can find it, there we go.
He's gonna have to find a bomb. That would be a great start, but I think he might actually got this. It's gonna be rather close.
Yeah, I'm just sitting watching the blinker if he has enough time, because we can't hear it.
He's got it.
Oh! No, he did not. Oh,
that had to be a fraction of a second difference.
Yeah, without the bomb signs, I'm sitting watching the bomb blinking, and thought he might have just got it, but unfortunately, it is going to detonate. So
close, but no cigar. That's what they say.
But yeah, so now we have North finally getting, they get the pistol round 4-12. They're basically going to have to pull off what LDLC did in the first half, but off to a good start so far.
Well, LDLC going for a force here in round number 2. Consider they lead, and the necessity of the utility. They are essentially putting themselves in a, not the most optimal situation for the first round. If they don't win this one, obviously. Because it means they will have less grenades to work with, have to make some compromises. Yeah. And that's something you don't want to do when you're playing CT Side Inferno.
Like, although they are, to some extent, fully kit out, this is still a really dangerous round for them, because if they were to lose this, lose some of the weapons, you'd almost be willing to say that it was the game secured.
Right now, North is just pushing in towards this A-bomb site. Through Arch side, Devil gets the first one with ZZ, so this could actually get really dicey here. You see now North is actually going to be falling back. It's a 4-man stack from the LDLC side on this A-bomb side. But as I say that, though, they have a second guy rotating back in. But I think this might actually be North just waiting a little bit and then recommitting to the A-bomb side. So this over-rotation from LDLC probably not working out for them. It's going to be down to Alex and Existence here on this A-bomb side to hold off the attack coming in for North. And here it comes. It's all down to Alex. He gets one, but cannot get another one. And that's the bomb site clear. A 3-on-3 situation, but still having that positional advantage and getting the bomb down. They are in for a ride here as LDLC, because I think the best they can hope for right now, unless one of the North Academy guys overpeak, hence and give a kill, they should just go for the exits.
Like Devil, has the AK. They're going to be well sure. In fact, now they're sure that there is one in pit, as Maniac will go down there. And not going to have it. Get a couple of extra frags.
And now also North is going to be able to save in pit because they've planted on the back of the bomb site at 100 HP on each. I mean, they could have, even if it was planted in normal spot, just of how much HP they have. Look at that. They have 84, 83, 73 left from the bomb. I think that's a bit ridiculous, though. Like, you should not be able to save there in the pit. That's something Tommy was talking about yesterday. It kind of nullifies, like, the risk of having to exit the bomb site after you get, after the round is over. Obviously, unless you're Doja, you can just grenade them all.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah, we see both North and Isu finally getting kills, waking up a little bit. But as I say that, there it is. Devil getting the kill, getting that one-man advantage again that they've done almost all the entire map. So.
And now a clever over-rotation here coming in from LDLC. They have 4 people. As I say that, though, one of them actually is rotating back. They're changing the AK for a pistol on this bomb side, but Devil is positioning here in the bomb side with that AK-47 could actually be the difference-making factor as the push is going to come in from from quad side. There is 3 CTs. They get 1 kill by Acor and Cyclone. Actually, they're all going down. Devil only managed to get 1 with that AK, so it's only Maniac alive with a pistol in his hand. A USB at that, so
a little fortunate that that AK didn't do more damage. The 3 of them had lined up for him.
Yeah, I think if it would have had a bit of a different angle, he could have definitely helped his teammates in pit and on balcony a little bit more.
But yeah, so North Academy going to secure another round. 6-12. They half the difference.
Still a long ways though for them. But now we're going to see that situation where you have someone like Existence at 1800, 1950 for Maniac. They're not going to have all the grenades possible, or otherwise they're going to have to buy like an MP9 or an MP7 and then go buy all the grenades. So there's some compromise that needs to be made by the LDLC guys here in this round. So
looks like it is actually going to be, it is going to be the smokes and flashes that they're actually going to sacrifice.
Yep. And that's what you need to have. The
delay I'm okay in with
attack.
That.
Well, I mean, no.
I'm okay with that considering how both teams have played so far this game.
Sure, but on the CD side of Inferno, you need smokes, you need mollies to try and delay the attack as much as possible. You want to kind of play aggressive at first, and then you gradually become more passive. And to be able to do that, you need smokes to block off the attacks in the early, minute and a half.
Yeah. I mean, like when we looked at the first half with North Academy, a lot of their initial deaths were over peaking and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that's what LDLC are kind of hoping for here.
Yeah, Bossa here. It might be in for a ride as Toino actually is ready. Holding a different angle now from where Bossa actually is. And the attack is actually happening in this B bomb side. A nice smoke from Maniac to kind of alleviate some of the pressure coming in. Devil chiming in as well. He gets a kill. And it's a 4-3 advantage. A&J also down in HP. And you see Devil smartly falling back. The bomb is going to be going down, but I feel like the advantage here is still for LDLC. However, the lack of utility could be a difference-making factor here. If they had a molly or a couple here to throw into these choke points or into these corners of this bomb site, now that could be something that win the round for LDLC.
Flash coming through.
Nice aggression from Basso. Also, Cyclone getting that kill. It actually seems like North could make it, but Devil once again on that clutch screen. Is he going to be able to make that 10-second defuse? He's not. A peek comes in. Basso has come alive in the second half of the game.
Indeed. So, like I said, in the first half, if he had come awake earlier, how different could this game have been? So, actually awake, making a difference now. And we're sitting at a 7-12 scoreline.
Indeed. Well, still, a lot of the rounds have been very close, so it's the long ways for North Academy to be able to clutch all these situations. Especially when you have someone like Devil, who seems to be making something out of nothing round after round.
Right.
So you'd think, one of these situations is going to steer his way, and that could be the one that just switches the way of the game towards LDLC once again. Still maintain a massive lead in this game. It's going to be Acor, though, with the first kill off the round.
Yeah. Existence caught out in the middle of the top mid. Nice easy kill for the op. And there we go. Actually, another one as Alex does go down. So 5-on-3. Bomb is leaning towards that A bomb site. And Borup actually just hiding a tree in Banana. See if he can catch anyone trying to rotate around from behind. There we go, Minak getting spotted out from the apartments.
Well, here comes the push from North Academy. Slarkon here, he's going to find Mania against the pick. There's still a CT in pit though. But as I say that, he goes down. It's all down to Devil now with a Deagle and a Kevlar. He's looking to get some exit kills. I think that's the best he can hope for. If you look at the scoreboard briefly here, he's the one sitting at 19 kills, so he's had a heck of a game so far here in Inferno.
So round 20 coming to an end. North closed the gap to just 4. And
yeah, Boss already is close in double digits
now,
here. Yeah, I mean, it's very even across the board for his team. 15, 16, 14, 15 amongst the other 4. It's the only one that was lacking behind, but that's only just due to what happened in the first half. Had a rough showing on CT, but now already got 8 kills in the second half, and that's 5 rounds in.
This is the North that we wanted to see. This is the North that we expected to see.
Indeed,
Not wanted, we expected to see this North. You know, maybe just a little slow, but as I say that, you know, once again, the one-man advantage.
Yeah, I know.
LDLC, find the kill on the board.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see. It was LDLC really good at diffusing the aggression that A-Core was trying to show in top and middle, but Toino, however, he's able to capitalize, make it an early 5-on-4. As you can see from the minimap, you already have North kind of committed, thinking they want to go to the A-bomb site. And the problem for them is Devil is again playing super aggressively in Banana. He's actually pushed in a smoke, so he's having a lot of intel, meaning that there's an over-rotation that can be done from the French side. But Bassa comes in. The push has already taken place. Toino now with an AWP, tremendous pressure, getting attacked from multiple angles. It's going to be ANJ neutralizing him. And the man advantage is in the way of North Academy, and they have the bomb going in as well. So considering they have a player in pit, 2 in sight, you think they're in prime position to be able to capitalize.
Nice little tag, but
Devil is on the lurk play as well. 8 apps right now. If ever was a time, this would be it for him to make a play, get a kill. But he's announced himself by throwing that HE grenade. Now the players know where they are, and it appears that they're actually just going to fall back and go for the save. They still have a sizable lead in this game, but it is dwindling down round after round. Oh, actually, Devil is going to be moving in there.
Man.
And the last second, they're going to try and go to the bomb, but obviously the time is running out.
It was a good effort.
That's an interesting move, you know. I mean, Devil could have gone into the pit and tried to save the weapon, but instead goes quad and goes down. 9-12, North Academy slowly but surely are coming back into this. This could be a point in time where, you know, if LDLC, you might want to consider taking up tactical pause. I'm not sure if they had already. What the situation is with that, because we had some pauses, but we're not sure. We were not told if they were tactical pauses by either of the teams. But if they have tactical pauses left, you think they use them at this point in time where it is slightly starting to spiral out of control for them.
Yeah, so a little bit of a mixed buy coming through for LDLC now. Devil sacrificed the weapon in order to get the utility.
It's a bit of a quasi-buy here for LDLC. There's a CZ, FAMAS, and a UMP in play, but this time around much more utility, which again is a key factor on this map, like I pointed out multiple times, but I don't think you can emphasize it enough how important it is. Let's say you have a molly left with 30 seconds on the clock, you know they're coming quad, you're able to molly quad, you know, that's going to make things much worse for the T side. Now again, we see North Academy just banking on that A bomb side. They have absolutely nobody anywhere near B.
Difference actually is this time, all 5 of the members are actually there to take over the A-bomb site. No one's hanging back to wait for any rotations. They push away Exit, but Existence gives himself a double kill. And
this is a nice hold here coming off from LDLC. Finally on the board on the CT side. Big thanks can be said on his team to Existence, getting 3 kills with the FAMAS of all weapons.
Fortunately though, Devil unable to actually pick up one of those drop weapons means he is going to have to buy. Or actually just going to stick to the CZ, it seems. Nope, there we go, he buys.
He's not crazy, is he, though?
You never know. I mean, like, we've seen him do, you know, some great plays so far, so I would, you know.
A bit of a switch here coming in from LDLC. They're pushing, but playing aggressive banana with 3 players. They're sensing a push coming in from the side of North, and they are correct, but it's going to be Borup, the one to capitalize. And for some reason, Toino actually didn't have the other 2 members there to help him out.
Yeah.
And now let's see if North is just going to try to run with it, but they're not going to expect 2 more to be in the B bomb site straight away. They've blocked off a smoke into CT spawn. There's only 1 more towards the coils. That's going to be Maniac. He gets 1 pick, and there's already 3 CTs. The Molly comes in that pool area, so that's going to stop the attack for the time being. Kills are happening on the other part of the map. Never mind, that was actually in Banana. Bossa, though, he's on a manly flank right now. But now he needs to be really scared, really wary of the fact that there's someone still on A.
He will actually find Devil as he rotates around, as, you know, Alex hasn't moved, still just sitting at the A bomb site. So here it is, he will spot him out, easy kill. Pop. And there we go, B bomb site secured, and Alex probably should have rotated a little bit quicker there, knowing how many were actually there, but, you know, it's going to be just him versus 3
I feel like Devil just needed to reposition, considering the situation. But, you know, ifs and buts. Hindsight 2020, as we know. Down to Alex in a 103. He's going to need to hit some crazy shots here. He's being spotted. And I think he might think better of this. Just fall back and try to set the weapon, because if he does, they're going to be able to buy into the following round. If he doesn't, they still could, but it's going to be a lesser buy, because now he can drop to Devil, and everyone else can get reasonable weaponry. Going into round number 24. And that's going to be double digits coming to North. I mean, I didn't expect to ever say that.
Yeah, indeed.
Considering the first half. That's just a pointless
like
push.
Like we said, we've seen this too much yesterday when the teams were playing. There's absolutely no need to try and get any extra kills when you could easily have held on to that, especially with the economy that they actually had. Just, go find a safe spot. That rifle, if given to Devil, could have made a huge difference in this upcoming round, but, questionable decision, and North now closed the gap to just 3.
Yeah, this timeout actually needed to happen earlier, honestly, since they had the timeout still.
Yeah. Can we just note, how quickly, going from 0 kills, he has actually managed to catch up with the rest of his team. He's up to 12 kills already. In fact, from going from 0 kills in the first half, he's now actually caught up with Alex in kills. So a big half for him so far.
As for the all of North, actually, they've done a tremendous job here on the T side, being able to capitalize on most of the advantages they've had, even though actually LDLC and Toino specifically has had situations where he's got the first pick early in the round, top and middle, for example.
Yeah. So the question now is, what do LDLC need to do? What needs to change for them to actually help them secure out these last 3 rounds? Because so far, everything's going basically the way it did for them in the first half, but for North. And, with questionable decisions like we've seen in the last round, it's really not helping. So
yeah, North has done a really solid. Yeah, North's done a really solid job of doing those executes through quad so far in this game. So maybe a tad more aggression from the LDLC side to stop them pushes before they even get into the bomb site could help them out a little bit. Now, we see it is going to be a upgraded pistols armor buy here for LDLC, and they have 3 players on that B bomb site. And at this point in time, we have 3 of the North players actually going through towards that B bomb site, so things can get interesting here.
Oh, nice shot there.
There we go. Borup losing a lot of that HP. He's getting the AWP dropped down on him, and Acor gets the AK-47 instead. Now, as we can see, there's smoke spot from LDLC. What they're trying to do is try to delay North as long as possible. So you kind of want to force them to make a hasty decision, and then you stack a site when you're LDLC. You hope it's the right one. Right now, it is not the right one. There is only one CT in the speed bomb side. It's Maniac, and it's going to be facing 4 of these Ts potentially. But actually, they've just thrown these nades to bait something from LDLC. They've not succeeded, though. The rotation is going back towards the bombs, and that's where most of LDLC is right now.
Yeah, so they have managed to make...
For the time being.
It's perfect timing for them. I mean, Devil just rotates back to B, and now they just head straight to the A bomb site. In fact, they baited 2 players to actually make their way back to the B bomb site, and now it leaves... but a nice shot actually there.
Toino, Alex gets the kills. Toino somehow maneuvering in the smoke between a couple of players. AJ trying to get that kill. This is really awkward right now. The bomb's down, 14 seconds on the clock. It's becoming very possible for LDLC to actually pull this through, but Botzler is coming in with a big double kill, and the bomb plant needs to happen right now as flanked from Maniac. Has one kill come through with it. It's all down to Devil once again in a clutch scenario where he's going to get one headshot, but not the other. Very close again from Devil.
Nice shot, but yeah, it's a little dicey. We've seen two of the players rotate back to the B-bomb side, and, you know, should have been an easy takeover for North, but, you know, lost a couple of members, but still managed to secure the round. So,
all right, now
11-3, or 11-13, I should say.
It's now North's time to take a pause. They are looking to just maybe calm themselves down for a little bit because of how close that one got in the end, for example.
Like you mentioned earlier, you know, we now see the MP9 coming out. You know,
love me some MP9. Why not? It seems it's just going to be a half buy here from LDLC in this one. It's double half buy.
Can we actually just make a bet right here? Going from 0 kills in the first half, does he end up the top fragger for the team? Because he's getting there.
Don't see that often, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's already sitting at 15. He's literally just climbed himself back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, like we said, you know, during the half break, you know, I mentioned, like, you know, getting 0 kills in the first half, is that something to, like, really wake you up? You know, do you get really mad at yourself and say, this isn't good enough, you know? And it seems to have worked, you know. He has actually woken up, so made an absolute difference for North. And now we're into a 50-50 game, but Borp and NJ bringing out the Mac-10s, looking to farm some cash, but
Mac Diddies.
I don't think it's going to work, though.
I mean, the problem is obviously there's armors on the LDLC guys, right? You're just hoping to have a meat grinder when you have the Mac-10. Obviously, if you get close range headshots, the fire rate is going to compensate, and then you can definitely get kills with it, but it's not as easy as it would be against armorless opponents. But here we go, already in round number 25, an aggression coming in from LDLC. But North, are they ready for it? It's a one-for-one trade. A weapon already gotten by LDLC, and demand advantage with it as well. So that's interesting. But Basso, he get another kill. Gets one on Alex.
So a 3-on-3. Like I said, those Mac-10s. Unable to do too much work. Borp. Try and see if he can get some extra cash now. But 3-on-3. And North a little unsure as to where to go right now.
If you've ever seen a change of pace, I guess that's, you know, that would be the definition. You rush down middle at CT, why not? You create a 3-on-3 situation. Still CZs and a UMP in the hand of LDLC, but what are North Academy going to be doing? They have 50 seconds. They're just, it's a stalemate right now. No one's doing anything. There's 2 in banana from LDLC, so should North go there, things could turn around very quickly in the favor of this multinational European lineup, but they are actually taking the right choice.
Yeah, if they had pushed up their banana, Devil sitting with that CZ could have done a lot of damage there. But
Sisters, though, in prime position to get the kill. He gets Boss down, the AK-47 with it, and now he hears the other 2 guys coming into the bomb site. But still, you have a nice crossfire here from the T's after they get the bomb down. A lot of the burden is going to be on Borb, but unfortunately, he is rocking that Mac Diddy. It's not optimal for this situation. Gets digged already and gets taken down. All down to Cyclone right now in a 1-on-3. 17 HP. He's getting surrounded, and Maniac gets the last kill. 14 on the board for LDLC.
Yeah,
they
finally
make that
securing
work.
Another round.
They make that middle rush work.
And now just 2 rounds away from securing the victory. And,
in a game where you would have thought they'd had it long ago.
Yeah, so, you know, we've seen Echo and Borb taking those Mac-10s, looking to farm some cash. Didn't really work out in their favor. They still have enough to be able to buy a respectable setup. But
it's not 100% great buy. They have 2 UMPs in play, but still 3 AKs and all the utility you'd like to have. Tono back on the offer for the CTs as well. And again, we have LDLC actually throwing 3 players into banana. A-Core is willing to take the fight. He's losing half his HP with that molly, actually. And LDLC decides to just fall back and only just give a bit of an early aggression in Banana. Instead, just falling back into the bomb site. Again, giving North Academy all the room they want to.
So A-Core down to 59. This time they're actually looking to head towards the B-bomb site, but for once there's actually the right amount of people to deal with it if it comes here.
Indeed, they have 3 CCs
and
here.
there it is, actually dropped to 9 HP now.
Oh, it's a nice ball. The Devilomaniac chiming. They get 2 kills. And that's going to stop the attack on its tracks right away. Bassa, though, he's going on a bit of a mission here in a bomb site. But Alex being smart about it, he's just going to peek. And finally, Toino gets the kill on Bassa, so it's only last to A&J and Cyclone left. In a 4-on-2 situation, 40 seconds on the clock. It should definitely be 15 for LDLC right now.
So LDLC, going with the smart decision to actually put 3 players on the B-bomb site this time worked out for them. And now it means that it's going to be a 2-on-5 in the favor of Team LDLC.
A&J coming in, Toino spotting from Arch side. He's being spotted by A&J in apps. But little did they know, there's another player there on the bomb side. They're actually they're just deciding to fall back. Time is out. It's going to be that 15 mark for LDLC. They're looking poised to win this map number 1.
Not able to find the player. But so they managed to keep 2 weapons, but delay time, not really worth it. So
yeah, I mean, the fight was lost in that push into B with 3 CCs were stacked in the bomb site. They got the kills. They were nowhere near even getting the bomb site under control. That's pretty much it.
And there we go. Early kill actually coming through. Alex unfortunately finds the star player for North in the second half. And that gives them the 1-man advantage. And a good outlook to securing this first map.
Indeed. It's not the start North Academy needed in this round. 2 Mac Daddies again in play.
Once again, 2 Mac 10s, UMP. Against a fully loaded Team LDLC, things not looking
fully
good.
looted. Someone's played too much PUBG.
It looks like it's going to be the A site that we're going to try and take here.
No one's found the ghillie suit. Smoke's raining on the Arch side. It's definitely going to need a bit of a miracle here from North Academy. They've taken over top middle. Mauling alive further, making that push come in from Morb is going to be the point man with the Mac 10. Toino, however, on the bomb side, ready for this push. He's going to get one, but he's getting pressured again. But there's a crossbar coming in from Alex, gets 2 kills on down to A-Core. He's low on HP, 22 left with a Mac 10 on the bomb side with Toino, who's going to get the last kill, and that's going to be 1-0 LDLC. Pulling through when it was actually looking very dicey there. I mean, you got to give respect to North for coming back into the game. I think that's going to help them tremendously. Even though they didn't manage to win it, that's definitely great for them going further in this best of 3, because if they had just gone out, down and out straight away, they could have been kind of feeling kind of like, what are we going to even do here? But instead, you have Basso now back in the game. He had a great individual performance in that second half, and also obviously LDLC showcasing that they're not robots who play flawlessly. They make plenty of mistakes still.
Yeah, and now with Team North or North Academy awake, going into the second map, this actually could go all 3 maps now that they are actually awake. If it would have been hard to tell what would have happened if that had been like a crushing defeat. But nice to see them actually wake up, come back into the game. We'll see what the second map, which I believe is going to be Overpass.
Yep.
So that'll be coming up a little shortly after we take a break, right?
Yeah, just walk on the frame, would you? We're going to take a 10-minute break. Don't go anywhere. In 10 minutes, we have Overpass.